Kumo. I messed with audio settings and I don't know if I'm really quiet or not. So we're having scuff right off the bat again. I'm probably audible. I mean, I might as well assume I am. Konban Kumo. I have an addiction to this game. I need more anaxa. Okay. I don't know how far into the Trailblaze mission I am compared to like when it ends. So I'm probably gonna try and finish that. And then we're gonna do the new event for the anniversary. Fun, fun. But for now, we have some twinks to stare at. Hopefully my audio is not cooked. I tried to make it.
Over, and it's time for some rest.
I tried to make it so you can't hear every time I click, which you kind of still can. But it might be better. I don't know. I'm not technologically advanced. But we'll see. We will see how it goes. If it goes, if it does not go. Oh, I don't need to open that. Oh, I guess I get something for doing that actually. Ugh, I love Anaxa. He's so cool.
By Catholic into Lenten above.
I forgot about this freak.
I have observed. Virtuous citizens of Akama.
Oh, I started it.
Aglaya!
Oops.
What happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
What do you mean?
Oh? Her threads aren't
It is no
working.
longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long, that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites. No longer
Mommy,
capable of relating to the people. This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to step up, Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than
Oh, I
just
forgot to
fool
hit
one
post
person.
on my blue Skype. That's
Their
so smart.
so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate, but that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw, capable of relating deeply with humans.
I appreciate what you've taught me,
Without
Aglaya.
flaws debatable, he
I
couldn't
hope
even
we'll
beat the challenge.
live up to your expectations and win this debate.
Ooh, it's debating time. I see a puzzle.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today.
I don't like her either. I don't like any of these Grove people. They're icky.
Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kethali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat, with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now, the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice.
She's yucky.
Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
I stand by Aranova because I think that's the one that the Crisis heirs are. Oh wait, I should read that line. I forgot that it's not voice acted. Aranova is the path of salvation that the gods promised. We should not have doubts in the flame chase journey.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Let the three titans of calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again.
How are you so sure? Like...
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side. Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages.
Who
And
is currently dying.
Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death.
Who is currently death.
With the help of these two heroes, I can promise all of you that Era Chrysia will exist once more.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
Oh no.
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that
Aglaya's like,
Aglaya isn't fit to
huh?
speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir.
Well, she probably had
I
an
am in
idea that
favor
this
of
would
Era
happen, 'cause
Chrysia.
It's Aglaya. She sees everything.
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
Nerd emoji.
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
Oh, he sounds so sad.
You finally arrived, Anaxa. So have you, Kaz.
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do? Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retreat and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever.
This sounds a little too...
We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
This sounds a little too close to Sunday's. Oh, well, if they're asleep forever, they'll never die. It's a little too close to that. And that didn't work too well for him, and I don't think it's gonna work too well here. So... The members of the Council Elders are discussing fervently.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Fagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
Yes, when we first arrived, they were being attacked. The Flame Reaver's target sooner or later.
Could it be that you heard that from the Flame Reaver themselves? Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary
I like how Cass is
Erechrysia,
just
return
smiling.
to the mortal realm!
She's smiling so lifelessly. She's
After
like,
the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
they're cheering in excitement.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
That's not certain though.
What?
With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorus brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Erechrysia will return to our world once again.
They're cheering in excitement once more.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Buy carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this Citizens' Assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the Flame Chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
That's not good.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the Flame Chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Oh, my foot is cramping.
Well then, I
Ow.
guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Oh! That's cute. Oh my gosh, I need to turn the volume down. It's so loud. Is that better? I think that's better. But you can hear when I click again now. Oh well. It's just keyboard ASMR. So, Castorus.
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
No, Cass.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
Wait, so... Oh, hold on, Agalaya. So when we're caught being from beyond the stars or whatever, you held us in, like, prison. But Castorus straight up betrays you and goes to Naxa's side. And you're just like, okay, tell me what happened. Huh? That's not fair. SMH. What happened when you went to look for Naxa?
He showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Castorus POV.
Have you heard of this tale before?
Oh, Polixia. Polixia? Polixia.
A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown.
Oh.
It was a seaside town which enjoyed the
Ooh,
ocean
that's pretty.
breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen. Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king.
Who?
The queen
Settled in what
assembled
way?
300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested,
Ooh.
and all that was left of her was a pile of bones.
Yucky.
Devastated, the queen wept for several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy. The princess was reborn! The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
Did it taste good at least?
Worse still, the souls
It
of the
didn't tell me.
deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well. Until...
Until? Eclipse is right.
Until? Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Oh my.
The wheelchair.
It seems that
Oh my
you
gosh, those
still
wheels are
like to whet
broken.
people's appetites even after all this time, Polixia. So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image. And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Dang, that's kind of mean.
My goodness, is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Oh, she's pretty. I like her design.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
Don't befriend a giant dragon that
I guess
tried to
it
kill
might be
everyone.
the concept of equivalent exchange.
Oh, that too, I guess.
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead.
Huh. that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you love?
This all just sounds like anaxa lore.
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Oh?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment.
The story's
eventually.
too deep for 5 p.m.
My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
Oh, the trial?
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
Oh, nice.
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life.
I think it's fair to assume that Castris is her sister.
I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
Wait, they're all lit up except for...
My sister
Strife.
is prepared to sacrifice herself.
Right, that's Strife, isn't it?
And yet, I can't do the same.
Or is that
Sir,
Death?
my time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar. But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Unless there's something messing with the memory in Amphorius.
Amphorius is history before the Titans were born. was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself?
Yeah.
I have long held 3 hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere before.
Regarding this matter, Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor,
This
tenacity,
Astro Covenant.
sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it. Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or cows were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
I have so many theories in my head, but I'm like 90% sure they're all entirely wrong.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Nias. As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity.
And
if so,
Polixia,
the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Nias.
that's not what I thought it would be. Well, maybe I don't really know. I kind of zoned out. Yes. I'm replacing Lorcha for this because having 2 healers is silly. Whoa! Look at that budget. Look at all that budget. Oh, she's so cool. What do you mean unable? A more spacious location is crazy. Wait, what if I go like right in the middle? Well, let me. I want to see her big island animation with the dragon. Holy shit. That's so cool. It don't bite. Get your dog. It don't bite. Yes, it do.
Honor, courage, tenacity, sacrifice.
And finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
Nice. Hear me out.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what
Ampharos, that's
remains
the
of my
Pokemon.
life
And
to the
Forius lore is
fullest.
crazy.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process. And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady. The first time I returned
Oh,
from
it's
the
this one again.
battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell. It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone. It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs?
That is quite a question to ask someone you just met.
To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
That's cute.
How does someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living, afford the same amount of bliss? Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That's exactly what life is, and death is, but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
A little bit backwards.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival.
Oh,
when that
Jesus
moment
Christ, my
finally
desk.
comes, let us drink and be merry then.
That was probably really loud. I need a new desk. This one's, let me just put that back. Back in place where it goes. Lord. Polixia is so embodiment of death, she killed my desk.
This day would eventually come.
Is this...
Are the both of you ready?
Polixia,
Casters?
I'm here. What? This...
Oh! I didn't think Casters would actually show up.
This is quite interesting indeed.
Is this Polixia's sister? Is it me? Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of? That I won't be able to do it.
Not the doomed siblings. No.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on. Even if it was prophesized, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction? Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
Huh?
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers, one that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. instead. They'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not? How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
Stop, I'll actually start crying.
Well then, tell me. What exactly are we? I don't know. I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all.
This implies that Cass does not remember her twin sister. And that's kind of sad.
All right, my dear Polixia.
Oh, her dogs are out.
It's time to
That scared me. I didn't expect to see her feet
and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
Oh.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good.
Wait, does she...
If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesied new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the Netherrealm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight.
Oh my god.
Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
So... she...
Everybody,
does.
we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However, being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world.
So pretty much what they did is exactly what the Flame Chase journey is just repeating, right? Which would also indicate that the Flame Chase journey is useless.
Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphorius' history
yeah, see?
is cyclical in nature.
Huh.
What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
Doesn't this also mean that before Polixia equivalent exchange, like, technically Castorus was supposed to become the Titan of Death? Is that, am I right? Is that what they were implying?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Well, you're right here, girl.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town, the birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon? In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Vagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I've also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Take this.
This is...
the Nusporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation. Remember, I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
That means he's real confident.
However, my line of thinking will not fail because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses. Actions speak louder than words, Castorus. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, her life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul. If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
I understand.
Does that mean Castorus could potentially, if the sibling,
child of humanity.
If the twin sister, Polixia's twin sister, is Castorus, which kind of obviously is, would that mean that Castorus is actually the oldest Amphorius character? Because it used to be Tribi, because I think it was Tribi, because the first Chrysos heir and all that fun stuff, or Tribios, same thing. But like, would that make Castorus older than the Titans? Is she an old lady?
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart?
Hmm?
If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Huh?
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
He and Aventurine would be great friends. A little crazy, gambling with their lives for the sake of whatever. They would make good friends. They would be besties.
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
He's like if Sunday's god complex and Aventurine's gambling addiction had a weird teal baby. Like, and the twink part is like amplified between them. What the hell? I love his character so much though.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
He's too confident to even think of the idea that he's wrong.
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
Damn, you're confident. More so than, like, Sunday. He just wanted to, like, make a paradise. You want to reshape the goddamn world.
That's a lot to take in at once.
Lady Aglaia, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kynus desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kynus. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace. But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mrs. Soul.
Nah, just let me die, bro.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
I feel like without
If
death,
fate
there could be some
dictates that my path
complications.
must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Have mercy, Aglaya. Stay your threads.
I am not going to punish her for that.
You punished us for,
I have
like,
always hoped
less.
to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts. Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castrus and meet the god of death himself. Castrus, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aglaya.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Trebe is probably...
The answer is quite simple. In the Mids, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the Netherrealm as they pleased.
So we just have to kidnap Cypher.
And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same.
Cypher! I love Cypher!
I'll see you at Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Cypher's leaks are so juicy. She's so sassy. She's so Persona 5 coded. I love her. I'm gonna pull for her if I have any money left over after everything that I want in this game. Oh. There's a butterfly here.
Hey, friend! Is the debate finally over? Did you win?
I would say when we managed to win ourselves a glorious defeat. I'd say we're tied.
That means victory is around the corner. Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate. I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have only 32 books to go.
Oh, that's okay, ma'am.
Really?
You're good. We found a way.
Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off, especially if you're as diligent as ma'am. I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden?
There's nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest.
You're right. Then I'll go back to...
The me. Honk shoe. Ow, me. As was their custom, Mem, with astonishing dexterity, slipped back into their secret little hideaway. Good night, Mem. Good night, Akuma. It is nighttime now, right? Not my desk breaking again. Jesus. Okay. Later, somewhere in Akuma.
Cass? What a surprise. Lady Trebe, is something troubling you? I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there.
Does Trian count as departed, though?
I don't want to have any regrets.
That. I thought she was gonna say, like, what if we meet Trian? but like
Has
technically
anyone
not
told you
dead
that
because the rest of
your
the treaties
eyes
are
are
there.
sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled.
Lady Treeby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
It's so sad.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say.
you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There's no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's.
Oh, that's so sad.
Because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Oh,
thank you, Lady
I
Treeby.
love them.
This feeling, it's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you.
Oh.
It's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it, and we'll make sure to give it to you. So,
that's so cute.
Let's meet back here when you return from Styxia. Safe travels. See you tomorrow.
I love Treebios. And Cat, I love Emphorius. I can't sleep. Who could it be? Don Hung, maybe?
It's me.
Oh, it's Cass.
I hope I didn't wake you.
Sleep is a luxury when you're at my age. Castoris is like so old. Whatever. Is it another mission from Aglaya?
No. I'm here because of private matters, actually. If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
Sure, let's go.
Aren't you going to ask me what it is? It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
Do we not get the purple effect when— we don't! We don't get the purple effect when we walk with her anymore. Because we're dead. Awkward! I love how her hair is like caged.
I want to vote! Tell me how I can vote!
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kephili rune, select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
That—
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Who are they kidding with bringing back Arachrysia? It's all a sham to create their own Arachrysia in Akama!
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
And how do you know where those bounds are?
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old bogey.
And I pray that Talantans smack some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
You're both low poly.
That was quite a spectacle.
Just another peaceful day in Akuma.
I suppose peaceful is technically correct if no actual violence happened. To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akuma is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
This is what the Flame Chase journally is all about.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions. Traditions that I played a major role in.
Because of the curse on you?
Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akuma. But back in those days, I was Idonia's Maiden of War.
Maiden of War? That
Trudging
is...
across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me.
That is a fire
They saw
title.
the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Eracrisia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death. They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike.
Oh! Some sort of end-of-life care. Isn't that just an executioner? Yeah.
Yes. No matter how kind or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship. I can't do it. Their voices, they pierce my ears. The pleading, the thanks.
I know that feeling, child. I was once as lost as you are now. But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
How old is she supposedly?
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner. And yet you want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
That's dark.
This won't be the first time that Idonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
I don't like her.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story. In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Dracon, an elderly executioner. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly and painlessly. But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to follow. Every executioner after Dracon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain. Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
No. I can never get used to this.
You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering, and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go, walk with the dead, and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die.
Oh. I don't know. I can't do it.
This is your duty. Remember.
Why are they giving me the options? I don't want the options. I don't want the choices.
Suffering, then give them the respect they deserve.
Thank you. I beg you. Don't listen to her.
What do we put? Do I pick a gentle touch? No, because it's red, and red means bad.
If you cannot learn to accept death, then Idonia has no place for you. This is your last chance. Do it.
No, please. I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you.
No, you have to.
No.
You gently touch the prisoner's forehead with your finger. His face is pale, his eyes flicker with fear, and his body trembles uncontrollably. It is because of fear, anger, and hatred, or is your so-called merciful touch of death simply a lie? The dark purple mottles spread like petals across the death row inmate's face, then seemed to be submerged by spring water, flooding his body. His trembling ceased, and the cries that had once begged for mercy slowly turned into a sigh-like whimper. He murmurs to himself. Quickly, everything falls into a dead silence, turning into pitch-black dew that scatters with the wind. You hear your own heartbeat drown out the sound of heavy breathing.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
That's so fucked up. That's so...
This all...
No. Come with me.
This
is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
You executioner!
Oh! I have the path! She has the path that follows her! It's so pretty!
Holy maiden!
Go. Grant her glorious death.
Oh!
Thank you.
Do it then, executioner.
They want me to fight you?
Heard him.
Imposed with punishment.
I curse you to live in eternal pain.
Please, grant me release.
You
I don't want to do what I have to do, though.
When When will this ever end?
This is crazy. This is way darker than I thought it would be.
Come. Fulfill your duty.
Can we just like slap her? Is that an option in this next dialogue
What are you
choice?
trying to do with me?
I have aged. The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey to their domain. The final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many years ahead of you.
Casters, why are you trying to save her? She just made you kill like 10 people. Hundreds probably to just show it to you, but like.
For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death.
Good, die.
Casteress.
I think. Is she bad?
Give me one
she seems
last
bad.
chance to charge towards fear and prove that I am no coward.
I can't take this anymore.
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty of executing others onto you. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith and about me.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you.
How could you? You
Yet
just say it like
can
that.
end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers. Shouldn't it be easy for you to escape from here?
I'll never do that. It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death more than you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life, a destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No. How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden, or at least that you possess the resolve to become one. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a Pity, holy maiden. Or at least...
Whoa. Oh my god! The budget! Holy shit! That's really cool looking!
May death protect us!
I'm the shadow.
Oh, that's something, isn't it?
Cannot.
Oh my, that was a really... Oh, I should have slowed down.
Life is not as fragile as butterfly wings. Please, wilt here.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you fun. Never hesitate. That won't do.
Harmony and unison.
I venture forth to hunt.
I really want to see her, like, ultimate with it on slow instead of fast, like the sped up. Because that was really cool looking. Oh, I need a screenshot of this. She's so cool. Okay, Cass.
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me. The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. A gasp for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor in her fingertips. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos.
That's crazy.
It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end, I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please, I fucking use this. Let me go.
Is this the animation that's supposed to...
Die, please.
Oh.
I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I don't...
Oh my god.
I hate these icy hands.
I want to pull for her so bad, but I can't. Oh my gosh. No way they animated an entire episode. Is that baby Cass? No. die.
Get it over with. End its suffering.
Me for real.
The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
Not the gloves.
Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Oh, not them holding hands through the stick. Poor baby. And then I assume this is where. Not the baby crying. That's ominous. Oh, it still goes. How long is this? It's a watch along now. It's fine.
Is that you, Casteress?
No.
All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go.
I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
But Big Sister Casteress, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
No. That was gorgeous.
Can hands like these really be warm? On the day that Orynyx's trial ended, you must have had many questions.
No, we can't just move on from that. Like, we can't move on that quick. That was. Oh my god. That was so beautiful. Oh, where did they get? This is why Natlin's like that. Oh my god, that was so... My jaw is dropped on the floor. Absolutely on the ground. That was so cool. What the hell? Okay. They just gave us an entire anime episode. Great. Hi, Kesterus. I'm not recovered yet, but we'll continue. Oh my god. Okay.
I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate?
We're kind of dragged into everyone's fate.
I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove, and it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me, it wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world, and there was nothing left for my hands to take. Nothing. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality, just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Orynyx laid bare the cruel truth before us. But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past. Embraces in this world are born of reunions, yet my touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all. for your sake. And for my own.
Thank you for telling me your thoughts. I'm going to cry.
I won't have any regrets.
I kid. Castor talks to you about the gifts she gave to other Chrysos heirs, and before you know it, she arrives at your gift.
Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself, like the trinket I gave Lady Trianne. I want to leave something for everyone, if possible. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. I want to make full use of every moment I have before we depart, so that I don't have any regrets.
That sounds kind of ominous.
Then, perhaps you can have a look at it first. You don't have to take it if you don't like it. Look, it's right there. Huh?
No, it's not.
Where
Cypher?
did it go?
Did Cypher take it?
What's going on?
I hope the gift... Did you get into some trouble with some phantom
I am not some corrupt grown-up. What's this?
Castor! Or, Cypher!
Zagreus. And a slate.
Not me saying Castor is.
So it's her.
Holy moly, a kitty thief!
No doubt about it. This is her favorite symbol. It's a Lady Cypher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphorius. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner.
I want to see Cypher.
Let's just do as
Give
the
me
slate
my
says
little cat.
and look for Lady Cypher.
My cat phantom thief. My little Persona 5 runaway. And dear Princess Homebuddy. The Memorial Market. There's a golden short spear I've left. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thief. Ah! I love her. Do you think she'll work good with Fei Zhao?
It's right there.
This is the golden short spear mentioned in the thief's letter.
We must pursue her.
That doesn't say the same thing, Cass. That says something else, but I believe you.
Huh? This is a trick she left for us.
Clearly, Kitty Phantom Thief wants to play a little game with you. 2 short spears, 1 correct, 1 wrong. Well, hint. 2 golden short spears. Only the golden short spear engraved with the truth can lead you to Kitty Phantom Thief. The left spear is engraved with the words, "Don't be fooled." The right spear is engraved with lies. Oh, and then this one. The right spear is engraved with the truth. Trust me, Grey Mystery, both spears are engraved with truth. Wait, so if both are the truth, but if both are the truth, then that means, if both are the truth, that means that this one is speaking the truth when it says that lies. But if this one's lying, then that means that both saying the truth means they're both lying. Which means that this one's lying, and actually, this one's... I don't know, I'm guessing.
She's incorrigible.
I gave up so quick. If I was right, that's kind of fun.
Should be. We must pursue her.
That says we'll chase her down. That's not Cypher. Cypher, if this Dromus truly is her, appears to be... Oh, well, huh? Oh, Cypher, if this Dromus truly is her, appears to be quite content, her gaze filled with 3 parts sincerity, 3 parts approval, and 3 parts triumph. And 3 parts, ha ha ha, gray mystery. You've lost if you take this seriously. I see, so a Dromus is a cat. She seems to be saying, right, oh no, yes. After a moment of inner conflict, she reaches a definitive conclusion. The Dromus is indeed a cat. I see it.
Lady Cypher, please come on out. You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom? Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice. Now, since I know it's a gift, that just means I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place. Unless your offer is tempting enough to steal the wind. What say you? Name your price. I'll give you however much you want.
If you don't want the money, I'll gladly take it off your hands.
I'm sorry. Bargaining is really not my forte. No wonder they call you Princess Homebody.
Her cackle.
Why don't you two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds I've sown. Right. Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul. Alright, I'll see you there. Oh, by the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
The dew of divine blood in the backpack has been stolen!
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
How'd she do that? Wait, we have a backpack? Like a physical one? Okay. What I'm really after is your hearts. Persona 5! Persona 5 reference is crazy. I'll taste it for you. Okay. I hope Cypher has like... Yeah, catch. I hope Cypher has some compatibility with Facial, because I know she has a follow-up attack. But that doesn't... All follow-up attacks, it doesn't mean instantly it's good with Facial. I do have an open spot, because I still don't have Aventurine. So, Moza and Locha are kind of just like there. So I could replace Moza, but I really like Cypher. Cypher is really silly and really scrunkly. How do I get up there? Oh, this thingy, that's how I get up there.
Here we are. Over here! Over here! No, not that way! This way! Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never find me. So relax,
look at her!
No need to get your hackles up. I'm not that scary, am I? Meow.
I love her so much. Oh, she's so scrunkly. Oh my god, I love her. At last, a character that meows has appeared.
No way. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style.
Into that is crazy.
Loosen up, buddy. Shall we get down to business?
I love her.
Give me the jewelry piece first, or everything's off the table.
And my dew of divine blood.
Come now. Don't be so upset. Relax. Relax. Look, isn't the view here just great? You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've broken the ice, let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting you two here for 3 things. What? The seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Styxia to look for the Death Titan. 2. The Council of Elders also found me and wants me to make sure the core flame of Thanatos ends up in their hands.
Look at you, having your finger in both pies.
Last but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things.
Ah, well, that went far.
Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end.
Right. That's helpful.
Wow. This is some high quality stuff.
Look at the little cat. Oh my god, I love her so much. My
And this room is full of it. How much are these worth, Did you get all this through that Aranova gimmick?
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster. Don't liken the flame chase work to your shady dealings.
Wow. I should have busted down your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Oh, it's not on auto. I was like, why is it taking so long?
Payment for doing work. You're worth this much.
Did you forget my stance to all this? I thought I made myself very clear.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
That's
I
pretty
understand
dark.
this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never approached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now, so don't turn me down.
I like her nails.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaya. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian.
Oh.
Her expression changed like, gulp. Oopsies.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castoris and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castoris to her death.
That's dark.
And you want me to die with her.
This is Castoris's own request. I have never
She
seen
didn't
her
deny
so
it.
determined.
She brought this up herself? You're not pulling my leg.
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cypher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castoris remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs. Maybe she'll remember you, with your one foot in the grave. I ain't as optimistic as you about what she'll want to do. Tell you what. Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit, and we make a bet?
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound?
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world. In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
In conclusion, I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all the treasures in that room to you. And you can split it between yourselves, however you want.
I do like money.
What do you think? Tempting, right?
However, I'm almost dead. What use do I have for money? The currency I use isn't the same as Inforius. Yeah, I'm almost dead.
If we don't find the Death Titan, her soul will... I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy, you keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse, and you don't care about anything else. But did you ever live for your own pleasure? Even for just one day?
Well, everything she touches dies.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaia didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaia?
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore. It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway.
She's so devious.
But listen to me. Styxia is no tourist destination. Sure, the treasures buried in there are 10, no, 50 times richer than Aglaia's vault. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive. And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up.
Do you want the Radiant Feldspar? Is ripping people off the authority of Zagreus' demigod?
You know, you're not wrong. At least it's part of my responsibilities.
Oh, her little.
I don't like this. However, I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaia, I still have some savings. I can give them all to you.
Then how are you going to live the rest of your life?
Then I'll give you 90. No, 80%.
Well, don't mind if I do. 80% of Castrus's savings and a bottle of dew of divine blood. Not a bad trade.
I love her. I'll show you who's boss once I've recovered full HP. No, give Castrus
Okay.
back.
I didn't know you hold grudges. Gray mystery. Here! Catch.
Be careful with that!
A minor change in plans, though. Don't go to the bath tomorrow. Come look for me at Akama's city gates.
That's
instead.
ominous. Don't go to the bath tomorrow.
So, why are you changing the meeting place?
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akama if it were up to me.
I love her design, but I kind of wish she didn't have the
Now that
hood.
we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift back? It's gonna be a long ride. So have a good rest.
Oh. Help? Did we get Zagreused? She even tucked me in! Is this a coin? Was it Cypher? She even tucked me in. And never mind, it's getting late. I better get going. Gray mystery. These formal addresses at the start of the letter are such a hassle. You've already read 3 useless Phantom Thief letters. Okay, the gifts here. Let's get Vaz. P.S. Yes, I'm the one who tucked you in. You're welcome. That's... Hey, the Divine Blood's back. That's nice. I'm just gonna teleport. Dromas.
Cypher. Bright and sunny. Just the weather for farewells.
You're here?
Really? Just the 3 of us?
Totally. The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals. No need, I already told her. She's fine with it.
Read our mind.
You sure know how to put me in a spot, Casterus. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What a bother.
She's so sassy.
Aw, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart.
Whoa, her voice changed. That scared me a little.
Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the River of Souls and enter the Netherrealm? That's the fairy fare for entering the Netherrealm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions.
Casterus is so fed up. You sure are helpful when it doesn't cost you anything.
Hey! I'm just trying to make this journey feel more special, okay? Don't read too much into it. Alright, pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip to the Netherrealm. Here we come. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice. Especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once. So make the most of every moment you have. Get ready. Be steady. Hi, your turn. Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye.
Not her running.
All done. Bye.
And then she's just gone.
Are you feeling all right?
I swear, she was speeding.
She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant. Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer. We can only depend on ourselves for the rest of the way.
Alright then.
Don't worry. Mem's here to help.
Mem! So you can teleport too?
Being cute isn't my only forte. I'm strong too.
This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves.
That's the same entrance from
Anaxa
the
hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins. This is the land of their birth. Or perhaps of their death.
Are there any other clues?
Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephalie. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls. This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract each other.
So why didn't we bring him?
Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them. Perhaps that special attraction could summon them here.
Oh, so are we going
Oh,
to
wait,
use
yeah, I
that
forgot we had this
philosopher's stone to conjure the Titan?
Oh, Mem's little book.
I guess that's the only way. The only leads we have now are the name of this city and the fairy tale about the dragon.
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
Indeed. Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place, and no further. We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. But that won't be the first time in my long journeys. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
It never does that. It just doesn't do that. I'm sorry. Sorry, Cass. That doesn't happen in the Honkai Star Rail universe. In just the Honkai universe. It's so pretty.
Go back whence you came.
Butterfly.
Go back. Ahead lies the realm of the dead.
So pretty.
What a beautiful butterfly. Is it talking to us?
This is a eulogistic butterfly. They are found in places where many have met their demise.
Dark.
In Idonia, some think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased into these creatures, it is as if the Titan has made life into a specimen. Others think of them as Thanatos' messengers that guide the departed to the nether realm.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying are rather, direct.
Perhaps. But the fact that we're able to hear their whispers proves that we're fast approaching the realm of the dead.
Okay. What are you? Trade worm? He's a little worm guy. Kind of. Did not look like a worm, but whatever.
These shadowy figures. Are they illusions reflected by the River of Souls?
What the hell just happened? Not gonna see them.
Mommy told us to go ahead first. 1, 2, 3. Perhaps Mommy will be back once you finish counting the days on all 10 fingers. 1, 2, 3. It's been much longer than 10 days since we left Mommy.
Strange. For reflections in the River of Souls, they seem oddly animated.
Do you want to buy any fish?
Huh? He can see us?
Wait. More living people.
More?
I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too
Shameless. Buying fish without paying. If I ever see her again, I will...
Could it be that you're all dead souls that never achieved rest?
Huh? The Nether Realm does not exist.
Sir, do you need your inhaler? Do you need like take a sit, or take a sip of water?
Rejects you.
It's like making me. I'm getting shivers from how he's talking.
So, do you want to buy any fish?
No!
But there aren't any fish nearby.
Ma'am, don't.
Are the fish gone? The people are gone too.
I don't think I want his fish. I don't know about that.
I can only keep selling fish. So, do you want to buy any fish?
Not particularly.
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of savings, but perhaps there's another way for me to release you from your suffering. Please relax. May you fall asleep peacefully amid a gentle field of flowers.
This.
I knew it. These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased.
There's a lot of dead people
They're
then.
supposed to reach the end of the west wind by floating down the river of souls. Yet, they have floundered upon the shoals of the stream, unable to move forward. Did Thanatos reject them? Or perhaps they didn't really die at all?
At all? Some of us could still use some CPR.
Why are you identifying as a dead person now? Don't give up on yourself!
I have no idea. This circumstance is completely unprecedented. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people?
Yeah, that's what I was hung up on.
That means he's seen other members of the living apart from us.
Who else would be
Could
here?
it be that these souls are stuck here due to someone's deceit?
If something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Goodwill? I can't see anything good out of... Wait a minute. Lady Cypher?
That's me.
She's still here. Are you dead too?
I still belong to the land of the living as of now. Thank you very much.
Could it be that you are the living being that those souls met?
I couldn't take their behavior anymore. So I stole some things here and made up some lies there. Just trying to give them something to look forward to, you know?
Cypher, I love you, but...
Because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
What else am I supposed to do? You can see the mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the Nether Realm. So now they're stuck in a few brief moments of their life, unable to move forward or back. Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way? They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Styxia is so freaky.
Then why have you come back, Lady Cypher?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in this world.
Of course you do.
Especially that stinky river of souls. But, I just discovered some stuff before I left. And I reckon you should know about it.
Oh, that's
It's
fun.
about that boy who defied death. I found traces of him here.
Boy who defied death as in
Lord
Mighty? Yeah.
Oh, right. That's his name.
Hmm?
Well, now you know.
Oh yeah, because he was
As for
thrown
whether
into
that
the
info is
into
actually
the
useful. That's for you lot to
River of
figure
Souls
out.
by his dad or something, or like he almost was. I don't remember his lore.
So long, Princess Homebody. So long, Grey Mystery.
Huh? She disappeared just like that?
Lady Cypher has always been a free spirit. In any case, she has brought us some valuable information. If Lord Mighty is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost. After all, he's different from those wandering souls.
Oh my god, we hit Mighty again?
He will find his way, even in the realm of the dead.
So speaking of finding the way, how are we supposed to get
Don't worry,
over there?
it's time for me to shine. Ornyx's rune of recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before it got flooded.
Oh yeah, since we're like, you know, the demigod of Ornyx and all that fun stuff. Wait, are we technically, or do we have to wait until we're like not dead first?
Hey, over here!
Do I get like extra powers? Interact with your characters. Okay.
Ornyx's miracle has appeared.
Oh.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
Space anchor.
There are wandering souls of the deceased here as well. We must first return to the present before we can communicate with them.
By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right? Since the current campaign requires the utmost care, I wasn't able to make time to welcome all of you. Please, forgive me.
Foreign warriors?
A priestess, a warrior, and a divine beast. You look identical to the blessed saviors that the Queen described.
Where's his nose? Oh darn, no healer on this team.
A campaign? Who are you campaigning against?
Nobody knows, as of now. Of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. He says that the land ahead is a forbidden land that should not be approached, as it is the doorway between the netherworld and the mortal realm. As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls and are decaying by the day. While there is still dissension within the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation.
An unprecedented calamity. Could it be death?
It seems that you have indeed heard about this. Well,
is death like
death is just
like
one of the
not a
possibilities.
thing? Like an uncertainty?
It's too early to come to a definitive conclusion.
A world that has never seen death.
Oh, okay.
Looks like these people lived in the air.
Can we talk about how high res that pot in the background is?
Upon the land.
Look at the shading on that thing. It's got more pixels than the
where is the scout
NPCs.
who managed to come back?
Though he returned to Styxia, he only had enough left in him to last no more than half a day. However, it was his intel that convinced us to rally together. He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land. The apparition opened its giant maw and devoured everything in sight, and thus brought Styxia that thing called death.
Styxia. An An evil dragon that brings death.
The fairy tale.
It all sounds rather familiar. Wait, wasn't this part of that fable?
Yeah.
Sir, could I ask how the Queen and Princess are doing?
The Queen? By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors
go
that the Queen
further
had
than that.
mentioned, right?
Is he set to loop on repeat?
Oh, it's the same lines. Looks like he's still trapped in the moments before his death.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago. Styxia no longer exists.
Styxia is no more? This cannot stand! Newcomers, hurry up and go take your positions!
Oh, looks like it's difficult for this gentleman to accept reality.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War, sent here by the Queen herself. If you accept my blessing, then today's battle will be smooth sailing.
Maiden of War? I've never heard of this. There's little time to waste. Please don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'm typically unwilling to prolong such a moment.
Oh, that's so sad, though.
Is it over? Have we won?
That's... oh god, this is so...
Cass, oh, are you alright?
I'm fine. I just didn't expect that I would still have to embalm others.
You don't have
even
to,
in the
just let him
realm of
sit there
dead.
and be little...
Is this a remnant of his soul?
Oh?
Well then, why should I place my trust in you?
Aglaya?
Holy maiden from afar.
Wait, this is... I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos, heir of death, Akima ought to treat you as an esteemed guest. However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement with the Council of Elders, while most likely being aware of my issues against them.
I cannot deny your claim. It was the council that offered this room to me, and they had only one request. They want the curse of death to be completely subjugated to your will. I was agreeable to that request.
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this innate curse. However, from this day onward, I
so
shall
she
use
tied
it
herself
according
down,
to your will.
pretty much.
I will
in her
never make
ability.
any superfluous moves on my own.
I see. So that is how they plan to control the Flame Chase journey. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become obsessed with executing people, they will then have ample reason to terminate the Chrysos heir's journey.
And yet, you seem to not mind. This is quite surprising to me.
That's because the fate that we were born with is a burden far heavier than that of an individual's life. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Akima welcomes you, Castris.
But why did he, like, die, like, the warrior die into that, like, memory?
I didn't think we'd find vestiges of memory here. Maybe they've got something to do with Orynyx's rune?
Perhaps, but I do not need a reminder from them. This memory is one that I will never forget.
Huh. It seems that the Council of Elders has manipulated you once already.
Indeed. While my relationship with the Council has always been quite ambiguous, Lady Aglaya has never taken any precautions against me. Instead, she's shown me nothing but complete trust. I really want to repay her for that trust. But why would this memory appear right now? Is this really Orynyx's power?
Could these dead monsters actually be...
If Lady Cypher is to be
Oh, whoops.
Why are the Black Tide monsters here too? Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Do we get mighty?
Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept Black Tide monsters into their realm.
Do we get mighty?
These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price.
If the Black Tide is here, then maybe mighty is here. Hee hee. Well, we are also here to trespass upon
Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, it's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise. Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
I am the shadow.
So, oh, I'm yawning. What time is it? I've always, wait, how long was this? Oh, it's only almost 3 hours. Oh, 2.5, whatever. She's like, let me handle it, but then I still have to do it.
May song resonate all together.
You chose the wrong.
You're falling apart. Fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Tonight, stars echo. Welcome to my
world. Why is it so loud? I love Robin.
I venture forth to hunt.
I love that silly little songbird.
Triumphant! Victory is
So. I don't even.
Receive divinity. Sorry to trouble you. There's no time to lose.
Oh, I zoned out because I was yawning again. I'm so sleepy.
May you find peace in song.
Not everyone being like
The path ahead is blocked by the River of Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure
Do they give me Cass? No.
is handy.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan.
If Dan Heng was around, he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
How do you know about that, ma'am?
If Lady Hycelians was still alive, I think she might be able to do that too.
Ooh, that looks cool down there. Oh, it's in the past. So I guess we go up. Can I get over there with this? I can, and that means I can get the chest. Oh. Just kidding, because it's a fake. Okay, fake friend.
You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
Me? Wait, huh? Actually, I'm curious. That's the wrong button. Is this the last one in the story? Would it show me if there's another one there? Oh no, in here. Okay, so after this there's... Oh, okay. We are almost done. I'll probably stop just before the end. Because I love cliffhangers. And I also have a lot of Trailblazer power. And I also have not even started the event quest. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I don't know how long's left. A lot, apparently.
Why isn't there a god yelling in the distance?
Trying to get a DM.
Indeed, my downtrodden fellow, your sorrow and joy are but means for me to amuse myself. I will at least derive some comfort. If all the tears that I had shed were determined by some mightier being above.
It's you people.
Interesting.
Oh, this place must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Whoa! I didn't expect it to look that cool. Hold on a moment. Sorry, Robin. Whoa! That's cool as balls! That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I love the level design. There's a garment maker. Scatterbrained garment maker. How did you get here? Did Cypher send you here too? Sorry, honored guests. I'm not sure why I'm here either. Crazy. Nope. One of the butterflies. If I could say one last thing, I'm going to do a deep eepee. Farewell, Honkai Star Rail. I'm interested in some last words. The rulers of different city-states, the heroes of war, poets who wrote great, the nameless commoners. Philosopher of the Grove. So what if I picked them? What the Amphorious profanity is going to happen? Her last words were, "What's happening?" That's great. That's lovely.
Please excuse me. I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls and turned into a member of the dead.
Is she gonna ask Cass to...
This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating, but it seems I was right. And you, I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia, right?
Oh, so she actually recognizes Cass.
I'm sorry.
Unlike the other goose.
I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident.
Oh.
Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable. But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke! In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Cersei's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
Bro, I'm gonna be thinking so hard. I'm gonna have to like take a shower and
sorry.
just think, you know?
I'm also powerless
Because
to
that
answer that question.
there's so many deep topics in
That's
here.
all right.
And I'm too much of a
I'll read it.
nerd for these.
At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death. Cersei's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
Seems she's free.
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries. For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved.
You should chat with Don Hung about
This
this.
is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me, but I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now that I've learned about your near-death state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
What's up with us and like making close bonds with short girls who have strong ties to death? Like Tingyun, Firefly, now Casterus. Was there anyone in Belobog that was like that? Belobog was pretty tame. I guess everyone there was kind of tied to death because they were, you know, on a giant snowball. But none of them were like impressively short and important. I don't think Bronia's short.
Wow.
Well, Tingyun's not really that short either, isn't she?
This is so spacious.
Well, I guess it's just her ears that make her tall.
Kingdom's fault?
Time to use Ornyx's miracle.
That's fine and all, but we need to lay down some rules. We're not gonna return to the past to steal things.
We're not Cypher.
Do we need to enter that
That's
doorway
actually not
to climb
true.
even
If I see
higher?
chests, I will open them.
There seems to be a person. Oh, more like a soul guarding it.
But how should we get up there?
I instantly broke something and stole the money out of it. Very nice of me.
The path is blocked yet again.
Ornyx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient.
Oh. Cool. How fancy.
Look, there's even a platform lift over there.
I suppose I'll take it. Because I don't really know what else is over there. Or is that a dead end? I think it's a dead end. I hear the sparklings of a chest.
A chest of the past has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
Is it this one? Is there nothing in here? Oh, there's stuff in there. What are you talking about? Okay. Oh. Those are all in the past. Is it this way? Yes.
Wait, what if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
Please don't. Actually.
Mem, do you really want me to answer that?
That's scary. Vault officer.
Don't come any closer.
Well, too bad because I'm right next to you.
Don't come near me.
Huh? Why does he look so panicked? Did the black tide monsters frighten him? Or is he actually scared of his own extraordinary power?
I don't think he has a lot of extraordinary power given the fact that he is currently asking us not to get near him. Let me fight him.
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area. See? None of us look threatening.
If I saw a flying purple bunny fox, I would be terrified. Well, pink, not purple. I am a flying...
You have a point.
Wait, I am a flying bunny fox. That's pink.
While this might once have been the royal vault,
Damn
it's
it.
since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
Oh, it's been plundered empty. I wonder who could have done that.
We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by. Then
Cypher.
decided to come over to find out what happened.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? How rude of me. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows really packed a hefty punch.
Spirit. So not mighty? Or maybe mighty?
A warrior.
Could it be mighty?
Could it be?
Wait a minute. You seem to be quite different
so he's
from
dead.
him. Are you actually alive? How can you walk around here while alive?
Unless Mighty is dead, which that's a plot twist.
It's a long story. We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Oh, well...
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Death. Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Pollux name dropped. Okay.
Pollux. Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
The dragon in the
According
myth.
to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it. But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Reminds me of someone's old animation. Hi, Cass.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power.
That's safe and nice of her. And definitely not bad.
As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us. Please, treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
You... Are you... Thank you.
Crazy.
This
Okay.
is his.
Oh, it's another one. Is it gonna be more Aglaya? Or, Caster's lord?
Then you granted him death?
What's that, bitch? Maybe bitch. Not bitch? I don't know.
You would have refused even if I
Bitch-ish?
commanded you to do so.
I don't know. I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be racked with agony, but I am still in a state of turmoil.
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth who triumphed in every battle?
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow and emerge victorious every time. He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia. However, now that death has descended upon the mortal realm, that divine swordplay also means he can send others to death at will. In other words...
Oh, I just realized it's getting cold.
You feel that he's similar to you?
Yes. Since he can never be
The
inferior
ice
to
effect.
others
Isn't that
in
a
martial
thing to do with the
combat,
remembrance and, like...
death would be the inevitable outcome every time he
Fluey?
strikes. That's why he approached me and pleaded.
for me to put an end to all of this.
You are perhaps feeling lost from making your peace with death in so abrupt a manner.
I have not made peace with death. I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. Even before the fated finale arrived, they were already content with the lives that they'd lived. They had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me believe death would be an insult to these mortals if the concept is truly a power that a god had carelessly cast down upon the world. Perhaps death's authority was never meant to exist in this world. Just like how I shouldn't exist.
I won't refute your beliefs for now, but would you be interested in listening to a story of mine? It's a fairy tale from foreign
just punched my mic
lands,
again.
told by the person who brought you to me in that ice field long ago. A tale told
I should really get a mic
by the
stand.
Queen of Styxia.
What? Wait a minute. That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
Well, yes.
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia.
That
My
could
memories only
be.
begin after Aminet brought me to Idonia.
Was she young, or is it just something to do with how the death affects her brain, maybe, or something?
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always.
Hi, butterfly. Where am I moving, though?
It's yet another eulogistic butterfly. Are we getting closer to the nether realm?
Don't mind if I do.
Ah, this is...
Living ones?
Did the spear come up here, too? I don't know where the spear went. Oh well. Oh wait, there's stairs. Oh, that's where the steer is. Maybe where the steer went? Well, but I want this first. I'll talk to you in a second. I want my money.
Not bad.
Wait, there's
Not
another
bad at
chest up here, though.
all.
Whoa! That scared me! I forgot about these things! Shut up. You freaking nerd. I don't want to deal with you. Get back here. Give me my money. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, I should probably read this. The huge raw stone was pilfered? Oh! What just happened to Discord? Huh. I don't know what just happened to Discord, but something definitely happened. Oh well. It's telling me I'm wrong, so I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend that word doesn't exist, because I'm not good at English. From the bottomless depth of the sea, Then, to determine if it really held a crystal filled with magical power, the stone was lifted to the sky and split open. Peer inside. Stop! Give me the chest! Give me my chest. I know I'm no fun. I want money. And also to get back to the quest, because I didn't know I would have to.
Thank you. Ooh, nice.
Okay.
But surely there's something better out there.
Back down to what I was supposed to be doing before it got incredibly sidetracked. Alchemist.
Oh, could you be the scions of Styxia? Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here, and have thus arrived to give me the last material that I need for transmutation?
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of Pollux, perchance?
I've definitely heard that the pilot is probably right here.
You don't have to describe it like that, miss.
You have? Then that's good. During the age of myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the River of Souls, I shall make Pollux soar again and bring death back to the world.
But didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
Oh, looks like you don't know the whole picture.
Obviously.
Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot die.
So, it's just as I feared.
That you and the dragon are
This is
like
my
the
guess.
you guys are like you're
The deceased
yeah.
are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end
I'm
of
so
the
good
West
at
Winds.
thinking.
But this River of Souls was blocked by Pollux's fall.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies again. I have long since prepared my alchemical matrix in the tower, although I am still missing the most crucial material of all. That final ingredient, the final sacrifice, is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
So you're gonna sacrifice Cass?
Huh? What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this, all of you, and please fulfill that great undertaking on my behalf.
This. We had been inebriated in Fagusa's feast.
The Queen of
Styxia. Before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could be freed from the whims of fate. However, that brought doom upon us. Instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the Nether Realm. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. As a result, my city and its people no longer exist. That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's abdomen, she has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She must have been granted to us by the gods as a chance for us to atone for our sins.
must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from experiencing all of the suffering that we went through.
Well, obviously that didn't work.
I promise
But
that I will care for her as a
so
mother,
Cass is.
that I will protect her
Wait,
from the
but
evils
huh?
of death.
So is death
Fagusa above,
like?
thank you for your
I'm like trying to
kindness.
think really hard, and it's just not doing it.
As her mother, please bless this child with a name before I am swept away by the river of souls. Please let me know how I should address her in my next
Casters.
life.
I'm assuming.
Oh. Like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor, perches on the twig of death. Castoris,
Oh my god.
that shall be her name.
That's where my name comes from.
A massive roar in the distance.
The sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
Sorry, it's me and your mom.
Living ones, don't waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Oh, that's cute.
Black Tide Creations. When did they... Miss, please fight them with caution.
Be careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide creatures.
Bro, you don't gotta scream.
Everyone, hide behind me. I hope we're pressing it all together.
Eternal
You do not
sleep.
have to
The
scream
dead
that
return.
You're falling apart under fearless knows not fear.
Darkness charged.
That won't do. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant!
I need to fix Phage. My only characters with good builds right now are supports, and like, that's important, but it means that I don't really do a lot of damage.
Sorry to trouble you. Repay. There's no time to lose.
Let's just...
Listen to the final harmony and unison.
Fangs and
That
claws
hasn't
never
released her ult.
hesitate. Too slow.
Time to kill.
Oh, actually, maybe not.
Hide.
We'll see.
Darkness
Haha.
charged.
I did it.
Oh.
Of them. How are we?
Come on.
Take a shot.
Well, that was a dumb choice. Sorry to do.
Fearless knows not fear.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return.
That won't do.
Darkness charged.
Tonight, souls shall embrace. Stars echo. Welcome to life.
There's no time to lose.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you. Never hesitate. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant.
Is my Fuki broken? No. Okay, I thought my Fuki's broken again. Oh.
Victory is inevitable.
I underestimated you.
Why are there more? Wait. Is that Mighty's voice?
Feast of strife. On their triumphant return. You?
Mighty! He's here!
Lord
Why is he yellow? I missed you so much that it almost killed me, pun unintended.
Lord Mighty. You've been through
I
some
want to
tough
give him a
battles
hug.
once again.
That black
Oh my god.
is endless. My death is only temporary.
He's so fine.
I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to. Why does death reject you?
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist the temptation to go with the flow.
That sounded really funny, I'm sorry.
I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this cursed nether realm. That is my destiny.
Is this really the proud Mighty?
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. He's working hard every minute to deny death. It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world of the living.
Poor man.
Lord Mighty, are you willing to travel with us? We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower to summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
Challenge. Death.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality any longer.
Let's go together, Castorus.
I like how we left him and he was like, I'm so cool, and now he's like, I'm dying, bro, what the fuck?
Cass, are you sure you want to do this? The alchemist said he wanted you to be a sacrifice.
I'm not afraid. There's no reason for us to turn back anymore. Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
And now we have Mighty with us. Yippee! When they started mentioning Mighty, I got so excited that he would be here because I love that character. He's so... Can I have this? Thank you! Don't hurt me! Oh, no, get away! But I want the chest too.
Crow feather stealth.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. My favorite part about Motza is just avoiding fighting. Cause I can. But I don't wanna. Mainly cause Feijia was like actually trash. And the less I see her awful damage, the better for me. What a new symbol. Ooh. Wait, where's the... Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's so detailed. I guess I could hear the chest. That's so cool. Before you are rusted and broken chains, remnants of a path that once led to the tower.
This is going to be difficult.
Didn't Castrum Kremnos also have this?
I'm familiar with this kind of mechanism.
I like how he's yellow.
But I've never repaired broken chains.
Metaphorical.
If I was more powerful, I would be able to carry one person with each limb and fly the four of us to the other side.
You are like a square
here,
foot. I don't
but
think you
I
should
can't
try
find
that.
a miracle orb anywhere. So weird. Oh, could it be in that collapsed tower in the distance?
Now how the hell are we supposed to get over there? 1 minute of men being useful comes from 1,000 days of training them.
That sounds so weird. Forget it. Just leave it to me.
Okay. Can't be joking about
None did
monsters
it.
in our pockets.
The
Pink squirrel.
is very smart.
The pink squirrel.
Why am I a squirrel now?
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
Aren't I a good fit for Ornyx's priest?
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever.
Her giggle was so cute. Aww. The sillies.
The alchemical matrix should be behind this door.
Kind of terrified to know what that means.
Is that...
The way my jaw dropped. Trian? Trian?
Oh, there are so many of you.
Trian?
It's little Cass and little Grape. Oh, there's also little D and the pink puppy. Trian? Aren't you?
Trian and Mighty. I get it now. I don't.
What?
I don't get it.
I'm getting even more confused.
He can make that noise again. Oh my.
This is the first time I've encountered a deceased friend while going upstream in the River of Souls.
It really works like this. Just like the other departed spirits we've encountered along the way. I'm also unable to sense the aura of the living on Lady Trian.
I figured she wouldn't, like, be here because...
You're right. Trian already knows that she'll not be able
Like,
to return to everyone's side.
Trebios is one person and split, so I was like, maybe she won't be here, but I guess Trian is very dead.
Trian believed that little Cass would eventually return to the Netherrealm. So, Trian has been standing here, at this spot closest to the world of the living, and waiting for little Cass.
Oh, that's so sweet and also really sad.
It must have been very tough for you.
But according to what Trian said, we're almost at the entrance of the Netherrealm. Trian promised Trevi and Trinan that when little Cass got here, Trian would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you.
Oh.
So, little Cass, don't cry. Please, accept this. We finally finished it.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, that's so precious. Oh my god, Anaxa has a really badly drawn pistol. And Cypher is getting cut off by my stream overlay. And Danaha, oh my god, that's so silly.
This is what Lady Trebi once mentioned.
Oh, that's so cute. What the hell? I could cry. I'm parasocial with Honkai Star Rail.
The gift for me that you didn't manage to finish.
Oh my god.
Holy Maiden of Yanis. Even when separated by life and death, their thoughts are still connected.
That's so...
Trian spent a lot of time drawing this.
Oh.
And hopes that little Cass likes it.
And they're holding hands. Kind of almost. They're so cute.
Seriously?
It's
seriously a wonderful drawing. Lady Trian.
Oh my god. That's so precious. And the Mighty's just dying.
Our flame chase journey.
Oh, wow. That is so silly.
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before. Treeby has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening journey. But little Cass no longer has anything to fear now, because everyone is here with you in this flame chase journey.
Oh, the Scrunklies. I love the drawing of anaxa. He's so
Only now,
bored.
when I see Lady Trian's gift,
the little
do I realize
three.
that I've already obtained so many things I would never have dared to dream of since I embarked on the flame chase journey. It's the first time I've gained so many companions. The first time I picked up the hobbies of crafting and photography. The first time I had dinner with someone else. The first time I went to the market to buy the Chimera doll I'd liked for a very long time and hugged it to sleep.
Oh, that's so cute. God, I love him for
I wore a
it.
dress personally made by Lady Aglaya. The first time I went for a walk with Lady Treeby, Lady Trian, and Lady Trinan. The first time I enjoyed the night breeze and looked up at the stars with Miss Hyacinth. The first time I took care of Dromesis with the Trailblazer. Looking back at all these experiences I never thought were possible, it feels as though the scales of my life had shrunk from centuries and decades down to minutes and seconds. And all of them are so precious. I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes. I don't have a single one with friends. If I had known, I would have taken more pictures.
Then shall we take one now?
Trian says yes! Trian likes little Cass and would love to take a picture with little Cass.
Sadly, being departed souls, our images cannot be captured in the world of the living.
Ah. But ma'am could
I thought so too.
Maybe? I don't know, man.
What? Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
There won't be any regrets. This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Little Cass smiled. Treeby, Trinan, and Trian's wishes finally come true!
She's so excited about that.
I remember you once said that fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Now, the path that belongs to me is about to reach the end. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving Mrs. Life.
Mrs. Life.
Wow, that's amazing! Then keep smiling and carry on bravely! Little Cass, Little Gray, everyone, see you tomorrow!
I love Trian! With a blinding smile, Trian's golden form disappears in the thin fog of Styxia's moonlight. I didn't see the last word.
The aura of this place.
Don't think I don't see you back there.
We have indeed reached the end.
I saw you,
of the
Cypher.
stream of souls. If I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the black tide still wreaks havoc in the realm of the living.
You gotta go punch your way back. Can't you find? Can you find your way out?
I have broken free from the chains of death countless times. This time will be no different.
Bro, you are too metal.
Castorus, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
I have yet to make my decision.
I see you
Lord
back
Mighty.
here.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires. Even if it takes 1,000 years of waiting. I will continue to fight till I die. Then rise from death till the miracle descends.
I love Mighty.
There is one more thing you should know, Lord Mighty.
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles behind the Era Nova. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities wreaking havoc upon the world.
I see.
Cypher didn't like that.
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a fate without complaints?
Do you have a strategy to shatter the shackles of our fate?
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
Then, cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters.
Why does my water taste like iron?
Control what little you can. And when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
mighty will. Get it?
Thank you, Lord Mighty. I will find the right decision.
I'm so funny.
In the name of strife, may you meet a fitting end.
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned. Let's see. We need to insert Aquila's sky, Georios' earth, Kephalie's fire, Fagusa's ocean, and Nestia's love.
It seems our sweet Princess Homebody has made up her mind. In that case, seamstress, I suppose I no longer need to deliver your message. My time is rather precious after all.
Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please, follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. Castorus, please, live as a human, and die as one.
According to that alchemist, the final piece is supposed to be me. However, he is not privy to the past, and therefore cannot see the full picture.
The past?
twins of death in Kefali's memory, and now I am certain that I was one of them. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family. I died during that trial, falling before the gate to the new world. And my sister, whom I never met, became the Titan Thanatos of this cycle. She was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone, hidden away from the entire world. That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything. They died for me, and now lie in slumber in the River of Souls.
So this whole time they're just...
You mean...
like...
Pollux?
That's right. The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. Only a divine corpse can prevent the dead from reaching the next world. And that's why we have to awaken Pollux from death before we can retrieve the core flame of death. We have to reforge its body with the power of alchemy.
Alright, so I'm gonna get an axe in here because I'm not trying to figure out all that shit.
If that alchemist speaks the truth, does that mean you're also part of the dragon body?
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed born as the dragon's twin. But before we talk about that, have you heard the sighs?
You sighed many times on the way here.
No, not from me. The sounds that come from the memories when we were collecting the souls.
I heard them too. So what are those?
I think it's probably the sign of Pollux's wish being fulfilled.
So we just gotta go kill
They
everything.
must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine authority to resurrect a dead woman. That's why they exerted every ounce of their strength to send me to Styxia, a city that called for death, a land where none is hostile to death. They never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. Pollux must really want to know how their sister has been after giving their all to save her. That wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers in the mortal realm even after their fall, quietly watching and documenting every detail of their sister's life.
So instead of picking up objects on the way here,
we were instead showing things to a strand of yearning that lingers here. Now, we must weave these yearnings together and restore them into Pollux's complete soul.
but all of this is just a hypothesis, right? What if we go through with the ritual and it turns out totally different?
Shut up, ma'am.
That's fine. As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, such is the nature of alchemy. The true outcome can only be known once the process is complete. This is why alchemy is also known as the miracle of creation. Now, the puzzle of Pollux's yearnings is nearly complete, with only one final piece remaining. I shall reveal what they have been yearning to know in the alchemical matrix. I will show them my whole life since I left Styxia. Lady Trianne has already drawn a picture of my entire life.
Oh.
And it is now in my hands.
I see. However, I do not want to do all of the story tonight because it is getting late. And I love cliffhangers, and they're just so fun. So instead, we're gonna collect so many rewards. Oh, why can't there be a claim all button? Let's see. A new memory can be inserted. Alright. Who do we get to write it on this time? Anaxa. Confirm. Discard not the broken. It's story time.
I saw the spell the professor carved on his body.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna skip through it really fast because although I want to read his lore, I also don't want to read it right now because my throat hurts.
If it's just...
And I probably at some point I'm gonna read them all at once just because I think that'd be cute, that'd be fun. I think that would be pretty silly to like have it all in one chapter kind of thing. One big book reading. He's so tasty. Oh, we get Hyacinth too. We get to hear the constant clicking of my mouse because my mic picks up every sound ever in this entire building.
Welcome to the...
I don't know why. I'm like really bad at technology. And I'm not really sure how to go about making it so you can't hear everything. I mean, like I tried turning my gain down and that didn't work. I don't know. I know how to fix it in Discord, but not super helpful. Hyacinth. I love Hyacinth's design. I love Hyacinth's design, but also I'm currently in the drafts of designing my VTuber model. And I designed Amiya, like my design. I think her first draft was like, that's more like how I'm imagining was like definitely before Emphorius was out. Probably like a year ago. And when I tell you, Hyacinth looks a little too similar. I'm probably gonna end up redesigning myself so many times. And that's the curse of being an artist and designing your own model, is that you change it up every time you get a new hyperfixation. But I'll settle on something eventually and actually get a rigged model. Who knows when, though? Probably not at all soon. So fun. Cool. So much clicking. What is a god exactly? Always peek someone like me. Why would someone want to become a god? I suppose to avoid being controlled. Now I get free money. Tasty. Don't mind if I do. And now is the fun part. What do I farm for? Okay, so this thing never wants to give me what I want. So I could focus on, I suppose, trying to get her better, because it still says like, oh, you're not that good, but like, honestly, all of these are like just good enough that I don't know what I would replace. Which is really annoying. I suppose he could definitely go with some better pieces. They're mediocre. And she's doing it. I also think if I go back to build guide, I almost have enough for Aventurine. You know what, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get the remaining ones of these for him. Who do I use though? Because I usually just slap Aventurine on here, but I could also mess around with the double bird Sunday team.
How long has it been since we performed together?
Yeah, I
missed
will.
this.
Just because I like playing with different characters sometimes.
May song bring us victory. Harmony and unison.
I'll see you off.
I'll overcome the serenity
Oh
is
god,
before me.
Sunday is so,
Your end
Blade is
approaches.
so slow.
That paradise.
Savor
He
it
is
for
not
me.
finished being built whatsoever.
Bloom.
As you can tell by his absurd amount of health. Because he has way too many HP pieces.
I underestimated you.
I've heard the call. Torment and doubt, farewell.
A blade knows no mercy.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
You know what?
Watch
I'm gonna
over
let
you.
this go on.
Guide you on your
Oh,
path.
but I wanna go watch something.
Too little. Failed
But
to send you.
I can't just leave. That's just mean. Well, I was thinking of ending stream
Savor it for me.
'cause it's been almost 4 hours and I want to sleep. So I suppose. Oh well, we'll finish this.
Receive divinity.
It's not entertaining
Serenity
in
is
the
before
slightest,
me.
but we can finish it now. What will he be saying? No idea.
Stars echo.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
Yeah, my blade build is not at all near complete whatsoever.
Watch over you.
His speed
Guide
is
you
like,
on your path.
it's
Savor it
actually
for me.
nasty how low his speed is. His crit's okay, it definitely could be better.
This trial is fitting.
The dead return!
I really want Adventure, but I also really want Sunday. That's what saving
Serenity is
Forever
before me.
for.
The fight is set.
Oh, 270. That's not that bad. Alright. And now is where I, rather abruptly, bid a good farewell. Because I've got some interesting stuff to go watch. I don't think I will be streaming tomorrow because actually, I could probably stream more tomorrow, maybe. If not, next Monday or Tuesday, I'll probably be back because my weekends are busy. But, wow, look at me streaming 2 days in a row. Well then, until next time.